Just imagine, you're trapped in the coldest, deadliest, and loneliest place on Earth. A place where the only sound is the wind, and even that wind carries death in it. No people, no voices, just endless white ice. And a silence so terrifying, it feels like someone is watching you breathe. There, in that frozen hell, was a man named Overguard, a pilot whose plane had crashed deep in the Arctic. The engine was destroyed, the wings shattered, and the only thing he had now was death waiting for him. But he refused to wait. He wanted to live. Every day, he carved a single word into the snow, SOS, as if shouting to the sky, "I'm still alive. Someone please find me." To survive, he drilled holes in the ice and caught fish. Every fish was another breath of life. Every day he climbed a hill and activated a signal beacon, hoping that one day the light would turn green. But every time, it was red. Every time, only disappointment. And every night, the cold crushed his body like stone. But fate wasn't done with him yet, because one day he realized he wasn't alone. Something was stalking him, a massive white polar bear, death with teeth. He hid inside the broken airplane, praying the beast wouldn't return. Days passed, food ran low, hope began to die. And then, the moment he had been waiting for. For the first time, the signal beacon turned green. Someone, somewhere, had finally seen him. A helicopter appeared in the sky. Overguard lit fires, waved his arms, and finally, they saw him. But destiny always strikes at the worst moment. A violent snowstorm shook the helicopter. The pilot tried to turn back, but it was too late. The helicopter crashed. Overguard ran to the wreckage. One pilot was already dead, but a woman, barely breathing, was still alive. Now, Overguard wasn't alone anymore. Now, it wasn't just his fight, it was their fight. He stitched her wounds, gave her medicine, water, warmth, and then whispered to himself, "I will not leave her, no matter what." But the weather grew worse. The storm was coming. He had no choice. He tied her to a sled and walked into the roaring snow. Day after day, pain, cold, hunger, storms, and the shadow of that polar bear. At one point, his leg got trapped and nearly snapped, but even then, he didn't stop. He dragged himself through blood and ice, because now he had a purpose, to save her. He dug shelters, built fires, fought the bear, and every time, he pushed death away. But then, the final blow. On a mountain ridge, he saw it, a helicopter, his last dying hope. He fired a flare, waved desperately, but no one saw it. The helicopter turned away. Hope died. He pulled the woman close, hugged her tightly, and whispered, "It's going to be okay." And then, both of them collapsed, buried in snow, moments away from death. But the story doesn't end here. On their way back, the helicopter team noticed something, a tiny trail of smoke from his fallen flare. That small flicker saved everything. They turned back. This time, they landed at the right spot. And finally, Overguard and the woman were rescued. Because life wins when a human refuses to give up. If this story touched your heart, hit the like button. And for more powerful stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.